Hi, this is the course of Principles of Microeconomics, and this is the very basic course. We will start with this course at very beginning level, and these are the some objectives of this course. Like, you will be able to know about what is microeconomics theory, how the markets are worked under the microeconomics. Like, we will start from the introduction, in which we will discuss economics as a science, economics as a policy instrument, economics and public policy, the role of economists in policy making, why economists disagree with each other. With these things, we also discuss some principles of the microeconomics, like basic 10 principles of the microeconomics. Those are very important, and we will discuss in the first lecture. After the introduction, we will discuss interdependence and gains from trade. In this section, we will discuss how everyone can benefit when people trade with one another. How comparative advantage explains the gains from trade. The theory of comparative advantage to everyday life and national policy. And finally, absolute advantage and comparative advantage, like difference between. We will discuss two countries without trade and with trade, like the consumptions of the people of both countries without trade and with trade, in this section particularly. After this, we will move on the market forces of supply and demand. The nature of a competitive market, what determines the demand for a good in a competitive market, what determines the supply of a good in a competitive market. Supply and demand together set the price of a good and the quantity sold. The key role of the government to determine the market equilibrium. Like, in this section, we will discuss the market forces in terms of supply and demand, and according to supply and demand, we set the price level and the role of, and we also discuss the role of government to determine the equilibrium level of the economy. The next section will be based on elasticities, like elasticity of demand. What determines the elasticity of demand? The meaning of the elasticity of supply. What determines this elasticity of supply? The concept of elasticity in three very different markets. We will discuss these concepts of elasticities in three different markets. Along with this, we will further discuss the supply, demand and government politics, like how supply demand affect and what are the government policies and what are the effects of these policies on supply demand. Next, we will discuss the consumer, producer and efficiency of the market, and then the cost of the taxation, application of international trade, and then cost of production, firm monopoly, and then the economics of public sector, then externalities. This is the overview of this course, and we will all the things discussed in the next lecture. Thank you.